Good afternoon once again and welcome back to my channel. So last time we have studied many things, about the caste system, about the Dalit and apartheid system, about Nelson Mandela, about cricket. Now today we are going to study about the history, how evolution took place. Okay, like the first picture you can see here. Okay, it's a old coin and it's a new one, right? And it's a new and it's a evolution of a human being, as you can see here. So this was the first coin that was old, and how it converted into this. Now today we have only coins left out, right? So we don't have this shiny kind of things that earlier was happening. So there was a silver kind of coins that days. So now we don't stay in a mud house, we stay in a building, right? And now we, like, really people used to wear the clothes that time, but today we are born, I think we are born with clothes itself, right? Sorry, before sorry, after the after we born, we are covered with the clothes, right? So what is this? Who is archaeologist? Who is archaeologist? An archaeologist is a scientist, okay, who studied human history by digging up human remains and artifacts, okay, the old history preservation. So why history is like, why we study history? You need to answer in your notebook. Okay, why we study history? History is the preservation of ancient period, right? We believe that history is a preservation. And what is archaeologist? An archaeologist is a scientist who studies human history for digging up human remains and artifacts, right? So the first, okay, we'll study about the construction of railway in Punjab. Okay, so how the Harappan site was established, or let's say the how it had took place. So the first construction of railway in Punjab was happening in 1856. Okay, and railway engineer found a mold of bricks. That means mold of bricks means the mixture of something, something that is unique. Okay, bricks obtained from site was used in railway construction. So without knowing, they use that bricks, okay, to construct the railway. So many buildings were completely destroyed, so many things were completely destroyed, okay, which at last, only the things was left for the archaeologists to search it out, that the old city was Harappan site. Okay, found a site and realized that this was the oldest city, and it was Harappan civilization. Yes, it was a Harappan civilization that we know. And okay, so here is the Indus Valley civilization, Harappan and Mohenjo-daro. The Mehram Harappan, this is the seven site, okay, seven site that we know. And you can see over here also it is marked with the pink color, okay, and it is the part of Harappan Indus Valley civilization. So true and false. So Mesopotamia was a separate site. Archaeologists found the site. Construction of the railway was lined up in 1856. How many sites were there in Harappan site? How many sites were there in Harappan site? So this is the question that you need to answer. Pause the video and write answers on your notebook so that you will be clear of the topic that we studied before starting the topic, right? So there is a city, okay, the city was divided into, you can see it's a division, okay, that two parts were there. One was western, okay, and one was eastern part. As like in your state also, or place also, you can see the division of the cities are there, right? So smaller but higher citadel, okay, you can see here also small, it was smaller but it was higher in uh, length, right? Special building when constructed on the citadel. A great bath in Mohenjo-daro. Great bath was there in Mohenjo-daro. It also has storeroom. Okay, it also has storeroom. Larger but the lower town. You can see the larger but the lower town, right? Lothal and Kalimbaga was the avatar or something, that was, we do things where it was like, now you can see that there is a citadel and large where there sit in the city. So what was special about these cities? What was special about these cities? We came to know that there was a division of part, and you can, if you have watched movie also of Hrithik Roshan, okay, he mentioned there two parts of cities they used two things. So what was special about these cities? There was a two parts of a city, right? So you're going to explain this in your notebook. Houses, drains, and street in the early city, structure and design. And you can see, the in the early city, the structures and designs, okay. A house were either 1 or 2 stories high with the room built around courtyard. Most of the house has a separate building area and had wells to supply water. Many of this known as had a covered drain, right? So laid out in a straight line, had a gentle slope. Drain in houses were connected to those in the street on the street, and smaller drains led into a bigger one. House drains and streets were probably planned and built at the same time. So this was the speciality of the first earliest city, okay. And you can see the pattern was there, so you can assume that what kind of archaeologist was there, right? Because in that era it is like, you get a plan and you get a sort of thing where it is already planned, that where you should keep your drainage system and where you should have well, citadel, the bathing time, the wall, and etc., right? So okay, recapitulation. So today, like, support this statement, yes or no. The first civilization, Harappan civilization, uh, so over 1400 Indus Valley civilization sites. So this homework, this recapitulations mean there is a statement to support the thing, which 925 sites are in India, and 475 sites in Pakistan. While some sites in Afghanistan are believed to be trading colonial, only 40 sites are in the Indus Valley civilization were covered and in pre-partition era. Okay, and sites are located on the plains between rivers Gangas and Indus. The oldest site of the Indus Valley civilization and the largest site, Rakhigira, are located in Indian state of Haryana. More than 90% of the inscribed objects and seals are discovered were found at ancient urban center along the Indus River in Pakistan. Okay, so we can see that there is a site and there is a route, district, lots and district of urban sites are there, right? So we can see that Harappan has like Indus Valley civilization, and we can see the system was very thing, right? So Lakrana district of Sindh on the bank river of thing, there was a great park, there was unicorn seal at that time, okay, bronze dancing girl statue, seal of man with deers, elephant, tigers, and rhino around, considered to be Pasupati's trade points between Harappa and Babylon, flint base and seal. Okay, so there was a Bengal factory as well, pot, bait, making the footprint of a dog chasing a cat, cart with a still river. Okay, note it is only one cities. And lower fortified town wood train is copper ox evidence of earthquake, okay, and wooden plug, camel bone, there was a fire altar, camel, and there was lots and lots of things, okay. And we can see there was like dockyard and braids, barley, exclusive water, the well. We can see the largest number of barley grains, okay, and there was a dam, there was a stone covered bridge. So this was the all collection of the thing that was happening, and that was there in the Harappan site, okay. And Gujarat, we can also see the good excessive water, a giant water reservation, unique water system. So I hope you have all understood. So the homework part is that survey at the local place, and you should know that what exactly was there and what converted till now, right? Thank you.